Chapter 4. The Opportunity of a Lifetime. Several months had passed since that conversation under the stars. Rick and James continued working hard every day, helping their parents in the fields and looking for any opportunity to earn extra money for the family. However, something was beginning to change. More and more people were talking about Rick's voice. Workers listened to him sing during breaks. Farmers talked about him. Some neighbors even stopped by just to hear him sing. What started as a simple passion was beginning to attract the attention of important people. One morning, while Rick and James were working in the fields, one of the landowners approached them with a smile. "Rick, we need to talk to you after work." Rick looked surprised. "To me? Did I do something wrong?" "No, son. Quite the opposite." Those words filled Rick with both curiosity and nervousness. For the rest of the day, he could barely focus on his work. His mind imagined 1,000 different possibilities. When the workday ended, the landowners invited him to sit down with them. For a few moments, nobody spoke. Finally, one of them broke the silence. "Rick, we have been watching you for months." "Watching me?" Rick asked, confused. "Yes. We've seen how hard you work, how you treat people, and most importantly, we've heard your voice." Rick lowered his head, feeling a little embarrassed. "I just like to sing." "No, son. You do much more than sing. When you sing, people stop thinking about their problems. We've seen workers smile while listening to you." Rick's heart began to beat faster. Then he heard words he would never forget. "We want to give you an opportunity." Rick's eyes widened. "An opportunity?" "In a few weeks, there will be a private event in the city. Business owners, investors, and other important guests will attend. We would like you to be one of the invited performers." For a moment, the world seemed to stop. Rick could hardly believe what he was hearing. It felt as if one of his dreams was knocking on his door. "Me? Sing in the city?" "Yes, Rick. We believe you have a special talent." The young boy's hands began to shake. For years, he had imagined something like this while looking at the stars from his humble home. But he never thought the opportunity would come so soon. "I would love to do it," he replied excitedly. "But first, I need to talk to my parents." The landowners smiled. "That shows the kind of person you are. Talk to them, and tomorrow morning we'll meet together." Rick thanked them and hurried away. He could barely contain his excitement. When he met James on the road home, the smile on his face said everything. "What happened?" James asked. "You're not going to believe this." Rick told him every detail. As he spoke, his eyes shined with excitement. James listened carefully, and when Rick finished, he gave him a big hug. "I told you, brother." "Told me what?" "That one day people would discover your talent." Rick smiled. "I haven't achieved anything yet." "Maybe not, but this could be the door you've been waiting for." The brothers spent the entire walk talking about the city, music, and the dreams that suddenly seemed much closer. When they arrived home, their parents were preparing dinner. Rick took a deep breath. He had something important to say. "Mom, Dad, I need to tell you something." Both parents looked up. "What is it, son?" his mother asked. Rick gathered his courage. "Today, the landowners spoke with me. They want me to travel to the city and sing at a private event. They believe in my talent and want to help me develop my music career." For a few seconds, nobody spoke. His mother covered her mouth with her hands. Her eyes filled with tears. "Really?" Rick nodded. "Yes, Mom." She stood up and hugged him tightly. "My son, this is wonderful. All my life, I have dreamed of seeing you follow what you truly love. Never stop believing in the gift God placed in your heart." Rick felt a lump in his throat. Then he looked at his father. The man remained silent for a moment. Finally, he smiled. A smile full of pride. "You know, son, many people spend their entire lives without discovering what they were born to do. But you have already found it, and that is a precious gift." His father placed a hand on his shoulder. "An opportunity may open a door, but your discipline, humility, and hard work will help you walk through it." Rick nodded emotionally. "I will do everything I can to make you proud." "You could never disappoint us," his mother replied. "We are already proud of you." That night, while everyone else was asleep, Rick stayed awake, looking at the sky through his window. For the first time in a long time, his dreams no longer seemed so far away. But what he still didn't know was that the city would not only change his future, it would also test everything he believed in.